Hey everyone, today I'm going to be doing another video and another retake of this video. And this time this video isn't going to be any review at all really, but this video is going to be my top 16 most favorite Neca alien figures that Neca's made that are my most favorite in my collection. There's 16 figures here that are my most favorite alien figures. And this is a mixture of old figures and new figures. Since Neca has been really busy with turtles, and they've been absolutely ignoring their aliens and their predator figures, and not that many new aliens and not that many new predator figures have came out this year because NECA's focused on turtles. This list is gonna include old figures that I really like and new figures that I really like. So before we start the list, quick mention here. These are my opinions. These are my opinions only here, and I'm not gonna include any honorable mentions because, to be honest, there's no other figures that are really from my collection that I like as much as these figures right here. And I don't want to include way too many figures on this list, and there's really not that much, and there's really not that much, other figures that I like that deserve to be an honorable mention. So yeah, no honorable mentions neither, and, let's go with my number 10 pick, which is the NECA Alien Resurrection 7-inch scale xenomorph from the NECA Alien Resurrection line. So yeah, this figure is a really great figure. I'm glad NECA reissued re-released it for this year. They released it last year in 2019, but it has some awful quality control and QC issues with the figure. The figure's quality was pretty bad. The legs were super loose, and the shins right here, and the feet, and the heads, and the bendy wire was breaking off, was ripping out. And the heads were just breaking off constantly. And the legs and the shins on that old 2019 release Resurrection Warrior were really loose. Really loose. And sometimes they made the joints too stiff, and when you move them, they would break off. And sometimes they made the joints really loose, and you would have a wobbly mess. But this guy's legs aren't really wobbly. NECA has improved the sculpt with this figure. This figure still has a little bit of problems. He's kind of a little bit loose. They kind of made him a little bit loose, but not as loose and awful as last year. Last year I couldn't even stand up my Alien Resurrection figures. Even leaning on their tail, they fell down eventually. And this new re-release / reissue sculpt of the Resurrection Warrior is much better. And all of these Resurrection Warriors I have that are reissues for this year stand really well. I didn't need any display stands for these. For the old ones I did, but this reissue is a great sculpt. And I don't really like Alien 4 that much. I don't really like it, especially that nasty newborn. I didn't really like that nasty newborn xenomorph creature. And I didn't really like Alien 4 in general, but the xenomorph design in the film was very similar to the AVP xenomorph, and this NECA Alien Resurrection xenomorph design is really cool. And of course, since the Resurrection xenomorph design and the AVP Warrior xenomorph design were very similar in almost the exact same suits with a little bit different parts, NECA of course just reused some of the AVP Alien Warrior sculpt. But this one has longer fingers than the other thicker, more bent finger position on the AVP figures from 2015. And overall, NECA did a really good job on this figure. This reissue is much better than the last release from last year, and we're reaching 2021. So this figure is gonna hold up to, a couple more years, because this figure really doesn't give me any problems. It's a really great sculpt. The legs are much better on this, like I said. And yeah, NECA just did a great job sculpting this figure so it could look movie accurate. And and painted it really well with some glossy paint. This paint's kind of lighter than the old release and has a lot of articulation, and I did a review of this figure. So yeah, and the bendy wire and the bendable tail, and the bendy wire is much more thicker than the other. Is much more thicker and durable than the other released Resurrection Warrior's tail. But this is my pick. But this is my number 16 pick. Not my number 16 because it's not my most favorite xenomorph design. The 1986 Alien Warriors are gonna be on this list. As well. And this isn't my most favorite xenomorph design, but it's a great figure and a great pick for number 16. All right, a great pick. Another figure I really like for number 15 are the Aliens, or the Neca Ultimate Aliens 1986 Xenomorph Warriors, the brown one and the blue one. These figures are really great army builders, just like with the Resurrection Warriors. These are kind of better than their old releases. The old 2019 release of this guy was a really durable figures, and were well sculpted and well painted and everything. But these re-releases are just much better in my opinion, and I'm really army building this guy a lot. I got a lot of this Alien Warrior for Christmas and over the months over the past months that NECA was releasing these guys. I was buying a lot of them at a time. So these are really great army builders, and to me it wouldn't really make sense to give these guys their own separate spots, mainly because they're the exact same sculpt. And I reviewed these figures, and they both come with the same accessories. They come with an egg, an alien egg, or egg morph, not egg morph, but overmorph / alien egg, and a face hugger and the chest burster. I don't have the chest burster with me right now, but yeah, they come with the exact same accessories: the egg, the face hugger, and the chest burster. And these are really well sculpted, well painted figures. Glossy metallic brown mixed with some really light, glossy metallic dark brown with some light brown highlights, and with some glossy metallic black highlights all around this brown Ultimate Xenomorph Warrior. Great articulation. The blue one's pretty much the same, but it has a lot of nice metallic, glossy looking, shiny dark black paint. Especially in the head, you can see the light in my living room reflecting off of his head, but really shiny, glossy, metallic color to both of these warriors. And the brown and the blue one just looks so much better in my opinion. A little bit of light blue mixed with very dark brown and very dark black, with some glossy highlights all over both of the warrior figures. So really nice figures and really nice addition, and a great spot for number 15. Number 14 for my most favorite NECA alien figure is the NECA Alien Covenant Protomorph, or Xenomorph, whatever you want to call it. Some people call this a Protomorph, and some people call this the Xenomorph. And I personally, and I like to call every Xenomorph a Xenomorph, since that's what they literally are. But this guy really isn't a Xenomorph at all to me. He's really lacking and missing the biomechanical creepy vibes and really missing the biomechanical creepy details and looks like the aliens in the past first movies, Alien 1, Aliens, Alien 3, and Alien Resurrection. Those Xenomorphs were of course the traditional biomechanical creepy Xenomorphs. This protomorph that really is this protomorph, along with the neomorph and the deacon, really lack biomechanical details on the suit. And although the protomorph in Alien Covenant was CGI, it's still disappointing that they didn't use xenomorphs instead of these protomorphs, and they made them look biomechanical and bug-like with the armor. But yeah, a lot of people call this. Some people call this a protomorph, and some people call this the xenomorph. But overall, I really didn't like an Alien Covenant that much. But overall, NECA did a great sculpt with this figure. Really nicely detailed protomorph. NECA made the protomorph really accurate to how it looked in the film. The legs, the tail, the arms, the body, and everything, and the head looks very accurate to the film. This was a fresh sculpt for the head whenever it came out, so that's good about that. And then the round fin here on the shoulder, like every xenomorph, except it doesn't have a completely filled round shoulder plate on the elbow. And one thing that's really inaccurate that I wish Neca would have fixed was to put the tubes on the sides separated, because in Alien Covenant and on the DVD box copy and in the entire film, the protomorph had the dorsal / breathing tubes on the side of it, more to the side on his back, or possibly connected to his ribs, like right there on the side of his body, not together like this. I really wish Neca would have made him more movie accurate. It's probably because of money cost, but they could have easily put him on the side, just like in the cover of the box where you get the DVD. And yeah, that's just how the protomorph looked like in Covenant. It had the tubes on the side and not on the back, but it's not a big deal. Besides that inaccurate detail, it really doesn't take away from the great sculpt of this figure. I enjoy this figure a lot. Really great figure, and really great pick for number 14. Nicely detailed figure. Number 13. Number 13. The NECA Aliens Genocide 2-pack of the red Genocide Xenomorph Warrior and the black Genocide Xenomorph Warrior. Just like the Aliens Xenomorph Warrior, this isn't my most favorite Xenomorph design. Aliens Colonial Marines has some unique, better designs, and I like the 86 Warrior design more than the Resurrection Warrior design, and a little bit more than the Dog Alien. But unlike the NECA Ultimate Brown and Blue Xenomorph, I'm a big fan of the NECA Aliens Genocide figures, especially the red Xenomorph. The red Xenomorphs that NECA made for the Genocide line really stand out in your collection. These kind of stand out a little bit more than the traditional black aliens. And this black alien is a really good black alien, and I like the Genocide comic books, and they're not completely accurate to the Genocide comic book, but at least they're red and at least they're black, and they're very nicely sculpted and well painted figures with some glossy highlights all around them. The red one has some black highlights mixed with the very dark red, and the black one really dark black mixed with silver and the silver teeth and gums. So very nice, well sculpted, well painted figures, and a great pick, and a great pick for number. I don't know why, but yeah, and a very great pick for number 13. I keep getting confused with the numbers. I'm kind of tired right now, but yeah, very great pick for number 13. All right, number 12. Number 12 for my NECA, for my favorite, number 12 for one of my favorite NECA Xenomorph figures has to go to the NECA Alien 1994, Alien vs. Predator 1994 arcade game, Arachnoid Alien from the 1994 Alien vs. Predator arcade game that featured Dutch and Lynn in their outfits. That game had some really unique Xenomorph designs, and this is just one of them. This head is a brand new, freshly sculpted head. Whenever this was first released, NECA made a fresh sculpt for this. This was never a sculpt. This head, we never seen this head before. The back is the exact same piece as the Dog Alien, and so is the neck. But they added these additional black ridges on the back, and yeah. But the entire front of the head, and the back this back part of the head is a completely fresh sculpt. We never seen this sculpt before. It's a really unique sculpt, and I watched gameplays of that 1994 AVP game. It's a pretty good game, and it reuses the NECA Dog Alien, and it reuses the NECA Ultimate Dog Alien neck right there, and neck articulation. It has a lot of articulation. Never did a review of this figure, and I'm not going to go over the articulation because that would be too long. But very well sculpted figure, and I think it deserved a spot on the list. It mostly reuses the dog alien body, but except it has the 1986 warrior alien feet and the tail and the little fin that the warriors defend themselves with. So, really great pick. Really well, nicely sculpted figure, and overall a greatly detailed, greatly designed figure. So, this was my pick. Really great pick for number 12. So, there you go. Bear with me. I'm kind of tired, so I get confused with the numbers, but very great pick for number 12. Alright, number 11 for my favorite NECA alien figure / xenomorph has to go to the NECA Aliens Defiance Xenomorph. This is my number 11 pick because I really like this Aliens Defiance Xenomorph, and like the arachnoid alien from the AVP game. This head is a brand new sculpt. We never seen this head whenever this first came out. We never seen this head. This head didn't exist. This head didn't exist until NECA made this great sculpt out of it. And it's kind of accurate to the. I never read the Aliens Defiance comic book, but I figured it would look exactly like this. And to be honest, I kind of consider this a Praetorian xenomorph. Just the way it acts and looks in the comic, just the way it acts and looks, it really acts like a Praetorian, kind of like the Praetorian from Colonial Marines. And it might have been, and it kind of looks like the Spitter xenomorph from Aliens Colonial Marines by the head design. But this is a freshly sculpted head, and it reuses the exact same body as the Alien Isolation xenomorph, which I was thinking about putting on this list, but you know what? I like this guy way more than the Alien Isolation xenomorph, especially with that new head sculpt. I figured this guy needed a spot on the list. Really great pick, and really great pick for number 11. So that's it for the NECA Aliens Defiance Xenomorph. Number 10. Number 10 has to go to the NECA AVP 1994 arcade game Chrysalis Alien. This isn't my most favorite xenomorph figure, but it's a really unique xenomorph design. I really like the look of this guy. Really scary, and in the game it had the ability to in the game it had the ability to shoot out this long neck with this creepy looking head. It had the ability to launch its neck as an attack. And you could even extend the inner mouth to extend that attack even more. And it's a really well sculpted head as well, and neck. So this is a completely fresh sculpt. It's not reused. And the crown itself kind of looks like the Pred alien, or the Praetorian, or the Queen alien. But this crown is a fresh sculpt, and the neck and the entire head is a fresh sculpt. And these little bone gauntlet defense things on his arms are completely fresh sculpts. And the body is the exact same body as the AVP body. And it reuses the dog alien tail right there. And the feet are brand new. They're not reused. So, really great pick. Really great pick for number 11. For number 10. Not 11. Alright, number 9 for my favorite xenomorph from NECA is the Kenner tribute Black Dome Big Shap versus Renegade Predator. And it might be kind of unfair to put the Predator on this list, and this Predator is gonna be on my top 16 Predator list. But you know what? I put this Predator because it came. I put the Predator on the list because it came with the Big Shap, and you're mainly here for the Big Shap. So let's move the Predator. The Predator was well sculpted, and this Big Shap is really well sculpted as well. It reuses the Walmart exclusive Toys R Us exclusive Big Shap body that came in that tiny box right there. So yeah, a lot of people say it was a Walmart exclusive and Toys R Us exclusive, but I will say it wasn't a exclusive at all, since it was available to both stores. But really great figure, really great figure, and it doesn't use the Ultimate Big Chap body, but the old body, and it's a really great figure. But I have more favorites, so there you go. This is my pick for number 9. All right, number 8 for my favorite figure. This is a 2-pack, but like I said, I'm gonna put them together because they're a 2-pack and they don't really need their own spot in the list. But my number 8 pick is the Neca Aliens Genocide 2-pack of the dog alien and the red Genocide Big Chap. These are I have a lot of Big Chap. I have a lot of regular traditional Big Chap designs and dog and a couple of regular dog xenomorphs. But when NECA first released these guys, they looked really unique, and I almost prefer them over the black xenomorphs a little bit. Really unique. They stand out on the shelf. And they're just great figures. And the camera's a little blurry. Sorry about that. I don't know why it's getting blurry. But this is my number 7 pick. So yeah, like I said, I'm kind of tired. But really great figures, and I'm glad to put them on the spot. Number six for my favorite NECA xenomorph is a Scorpion Alien from the Kenner Tribute line. This Scorpion Alien is one of my most favorite Kenner Tribute xenomorph designs. I really like the way NECA designed this guy. These spikes are brand new. These spikes on top are new sculpts, and this head is reusing the Aliens Xenomorph Warrior head. A little bit more rounder head though, and the arms. This part of the arm is a fresh new sculpt, and the fingers are reusing, and the hands are an exact reuse of the Resurrection Warrior. And I think this guy came out before the Resurrection Warrior, but the hands are reused, but this part of the arms are freshly sculpted, and the back tubes are freshly sculpted and much more unique looking. And this top part of the legs are freshly sculpted, and then the bottom and then this bottom part is an exact reuse of the AVP warrior leg right here. From this part all the way to the feet is a straight up reuse of the alien Resurrection figure and the AVP warrior, and this is an exact reuse of the alien's body / torso with some extra spikes, but it's still the same sculpt. And the tail and this little tip of the tail is a fresh sculpt. It's meant to be a stinker, and the tail is the exact same as the alien's tail. So really great figure, and a really great pick for number 6. Number 5 has to go to the Gorilla Alien, the Gorilla Xenomorph. The Gorilla Alien is one of my most favorite Kenner Tribute xenomorphs that NECA's ever made. I like it way more than the Scorpion Alien. It's much more unique in my opinion than the Scorpion Alien. And I never got a chance to pick up this Kenner Gorilla Alien because I wasn't really that much into aliens at the time. But now that I have them, really glad I have them now, and it's a very unique alien, and really great pick for number 5. So that's about it for this figure. Number 4 has to go to the Kenner Tribute 2019 Rhino Alien. This Rhino Alien is a really great figure. I still kind of like the Mantis Xenomorph more. I think the Mantis is more unique. But this Rhino Alien is really cool. The colors look like hot liquid magma, or even a dark lava color for the orange and the black. Looks like lava. So yeah, it looks like a lava xenomorph. And the Rhino Alien is one of my most favorite Kenner tribute figures that Neca's made. Really great pick for number 4. And number 3 is the Mantis Alien. The Mantis Alien is a great figure. I reviewed him once, but that was a long time ago. I might revisit him, but like I said, I like him a little bit more than the Rhino Alien. Really fresh, unique head sculpt, and really unique xenomorph. And the Mantis is one of my most favorite Kenner tribute NECA figures, if not my most favorite. And really great sculpt. A lot of the Mantis Alien is a fresh new sculpt, and some parts are reused. But really great pick for number 3. Number 2, my number 2 pick, which is pretty large, but my number 2 pick is the NECA Aliens Xenomorph Queen figure. This Xenomorph Queen figure from Aliens is one of my most favorite Xenomorph figures ever. I don't like it as much as the Red Queen or any other big Xenomorph that we have, but I guess I kind of spoiled the number 1. But my number 2 pick is the NECA Aliens Blue Queen. Really awesome figure, and I'm really glad I have it. So that's about it for number 2. And number one, which I kind of spoiled, was the NECA Aliens Genocide Red Queen Mother figure. The Red Queen Mother in Aliens Genocide looked really great, and I'm a big fan of the Aliens Genocide comic books. And the Red Queen in this NECA Red Queen Mother is a really great figure, and the head is freshly sculpted. It's not the exact same head as the Aliens Queen, and the horns are completely fresh sculpt. Were completely fresh sculpts when they first came out. And the rest of it is the exact same as the Aliens Blue Queen, but the really dark red mixed with dark black, dark black highlights mixed with dark red. Looks really good, and that's about it. So, and the bone white color. So you like the video, leave a like and a comment, and maybe subscribe, or you didn't, dislike the video.